Hey guys, Zen here, and today I wanted to go over everything we learned about Alibi and her new Prisma gadget coming with Operation Para Bellum. During the Pro League Finals, Ubisoft finally revealed in-game footage of Alibi, and we get to see exactly how she works. First off, yes, Alibi is bringing holograms. These holograms are called Prisma, and she has access to 3 of them. Alibi can throw these holograms anywhere on the map that they'll fit, and once they're up, the mind games begin. First, if an attacker shoots or touches the hologram in any way, the position is located and exposed to the defending team. With this mechanic, she can use these decoys in some really interesting ways. She can set them up to spawn peek a window and confuse the attackers into dealing with it, only to become exposed. She can set them all up in a room and stand by them to cause an attacker to feel doubt and force them to make a quick and accurate decision. If not, it's either be exposed or lights out. One huge perk of picking Alibi is how she changes running outside. With her on the defending team, if you run outside, you'll still be spotted, but your operator will not be identified. Instead, a question mark will be above your head. Now, if Alibi throws a hologram outside as well, a question mark will appear over its head, and again, the attackers will have to pay close attention to the illusion here, or it may result in a death. There are some counters to Alibi though. First off, the base of the Prisma gadget can be destroyed with any form of damage, melees included, and this is the only way to take out the holograms permanently. Twitch can destroy them with her shock drone, but Thatcher only disables it for a short time. Glaz is a solid counter to her as well, because the thermal scope detects the real operator and obviously won't highlight the holograms. And typical with electronics, IQ can spot them with her electronics detector if they're around as well. The Prisma holograms also always look like the default Alibi and always have the Storm submachine gun primary equipped. So if you see her with a customization option or a different weapon, you know she's the real deal. And that's pretty much the entirety of how Alibi works. And based off of all of this, she is looking to be an extremely powerful operator. One thing I wanted to point out was during the panel, Ubisoft mentioned that this operator was a good balance and is effective from the lowest of skilled players all the way up to the best with Pro League. Alibi is a mixture of deception and doubt. You must fool your opponent with the Prisma itself and then punish them for choosing wrong. Or you could hide alongside them and cause your opponent to doubt their shot and destroy them for their hesitation. We're talking milliseconds here. There are so many ways to use this gadget and so many tricks that I guarantee none of us will even think of until we see them in action. This is the kind of gadget that I love and really enjoy seeing in the game. It adds tons of gameplay layers and different ways to use it based on the situation. As long as the gadget's base is hidden, it's basically always going to cause that slight hesitation. And even with Alibi herself, you can pretty easily hide in plain sight and cause that same form of doubt. The prep phase will be huge for this operator, and setup will be key. I don't think this is the kind of operator that will be most effective at the end of a round like we're so used to seeing with some of these operators. Imagine it's the last minute or so and you're the last one up as Alibi. If you enter a room and just throw a hologram out, it's not going to do anything. Sure, it'll cause a little bit of a distraction, but it's not going to be that much of a gameplay changer as opposed to an attacker happening across a room set up with all of your holograms and you're in there somewhere and they don't know which one to shoot. Just that microsecond of them not being sure is your chance to jump on them and take them down. She also has some serious synergy with trap operators. Imagine putting a hologram a few feet behind a window with a frost trap under it. If an attacker sees that hologram, they may just want to deal with it and hop through that window only to be trapped by frost. The same can be applied to Capkin. With Alibi, it isn't all about the holograms, it's about the mind tricks you're playing and the different ways you can use illusions to give you an edge. Now, let's quickly talk about her loadout. Alibi comes with the MX4 Storm submachine gun, the ACS-12 automatic shotgun, and is a 3-speed, 1-armor defender. She actually comes equipped with 2 secondary pistols, one being the Karatos 357 and the other being the Bailiff 410, which actually fires shotgun shells. It also has a scope on it similar to Ella and Zofia. From the gameplay we saw, her MX sub looks to be very accurate and fire pretty straight, but from some of the early gameplay impressions I've heard, some people are saying it does have some kick, but it is manageable. I'm just hoping we don't see another situation like Ella. I know there are a lot of you new with this operation, but Ella Scorpion was a laser when it first came out and Ubisoft had no choice but to bring it down. The Storm has a decent capacity as well with 30 bullets in the mag. Alibi also has access to impact grenades and a deployable shield. Make no mistake, her specialty will be as a roamer. Ubisoft definitely made defined roles for both of these operators and there is no doubt that Alibi will be competing for the top roamer this season. For me, I see Alibi as being one of the most game-changing operators when she is released. On that note though, I think it's going to take a good chunk of time before before we really see her used in interesting ways. Like most other gadgets in the game, people will adapt to seeing these holograms around the map, and I think it's only going to get more challenging as time goes on to continuously fool your opponent with them. The base of the gadget is also easily visible, so I think it'll be very important to hide the legs of the holograms behind something, but you have to think realistically. If you put this hologram behind a deployable shield, I don't think that's going to fool many attackers. Sure, her feet aren't visible, but no defender is going to just stand there aimlessly behind a deployable shield. Similar to Vigil or Kavera, Alibi is going to take some time to master. Playing mind games with people isn't an easy thing to do, and being fast enough to take advantage of those tricks is even harder. All things together, Alibi is a really unique roamer. She has what looks like a solid SMG, a very interesting gadget, 2 completely new secondaries, impacts, and is 3 speed. But that's it guys, that's Alibi and her new Prisma gadget. I'm really looking forward to this operator and all the ways the community is going to use her. But I want to hear from you. What do you think of Alibi? Is there any cool ways to use her that you've thought of? Let me know everything in a comment down below. Look out for another video going over everything Maestro very soon, and a new TTS video when that goes live on the 22nd. But if you did enjoy this video, please drop a like and subscribe with notifications if you're new. With that being said, it's been Zen.
Hey, I'm out.